Well, Isabel, what did you think of the match last night?
I thought the first half was good and the second half was bad.
Because of the score?
Yes.
Do you think it was a fair result?
No.
Why?
Spurs should have won.
Okay. And did you think there were any standout performances, or at the same time, any poor performances?
The Celso did good in Lamella, but Aria and Eric Dyer did not do too good.
No,
No.
because of the penalty.
Yes.
Did you think the penalty was a little harsh? You
Yes.
did. Okay. And what about Hugo? Do you think he made a good save?
Yes, lots of good saves.
Lots of good saves, yeah. And what did you think about football with no crowd?
I kind of liked and I kind of didn't. I do miss the chance
Yeah,
a bit.
yeah. It was a bit like a training game.
Yeah,
I think they were a little slow at the start. It was hard to
yeah,
know whether it was because there was no crowd or whether they hadn't been playing for a while.
yeah,
But the pace of the game picked up in the last 10 minutes,
yeah,
so I think they might have just been playing a little slow, and
yeah,
it was. But maybe not having the crowd there had that effect.
yeah,
You don't know how it's going to affect the players.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What did you think of the football with no crowd?
Well, I just told you.
Oh, yeah.
Next,
What did you think of the result?
I thought it was a fair result, even though Spurs were holding out until towards the end. I think Manchester United did enough to deserve a draw, and that if Spurs had really, really wanted to win, they would have gone at them harder instead of sitting back the way they did.
What did you think of the performance of the players?
Well, I thought it was a lot better than it had been before the break.
Yeah,
It's the best I've seen them play since Son got injured.
yeah,
But at the same time, it was very negative.
yeah,
They were happy to score one and then sit back and try and stop the other team from scoring. And I don't think that Spurs have the players for that. I
yeah,
think that with Aurier, Sanchez, Lloris, and in this case Dyer, there's always a mistake ready to happen. And if you're holding out for a 1-0 win, it happens. And this time
yeah,
it was Dyer, and he should have had more sense. Pogba done him. It happens. But he was on the goal line. He wasn't straight through on goal. He still had a lot of work before Man United were going to score there. He still had to get by Ben Davies. All Dyer had to do was just leave him. But of course he shoved him in the back. So it was foolish and it was disappointing. But as I said, it was a step in the right direction.
yeah,
I was disappointed with Harry Kane. Thought he was completely off the pace. I know he hasn't played since New Year's Day, but none of the players have played much recently. But just, I would have taken him off a lot earlier. Well, he wasn't taken off at all, was he? I would have taken him off
yeah,
earlier, should I say?
yeah,
Also disappointed with Winks and Sissoko in midfield. I thought the game passed them by.
yeah,
All they did was they kept their shape, but they didn't contribute to anything moving forward.
yeah,
I understand that Lo Celso wasn't fit enough to play the whole game.
yeah,
Maybe we will see something different against West Ham. And I was also disappointed that Ndombele didn't get on
yeah,
because he's had 3 months to get fit. Unless he's spent the last 3 months going to Burger King, which I don't think he could have, or
no,
whether he was around in Sanchez's house or somewhere eating a lot of cake. I don't know what they were doing. I would have hoped that he would have got himself physically fit enough to be able to go in there and boss that midfield.
Yeah.
But again, with another game on Tuesday, less than a week apart, so we may see a different team.
Yeah.
I was also a little disappointed that we didn't use the 5 subs.
Yeah.
I thought that having the advantage, the facility to make 5 substitutions, I thought we could have used it better.
Yeah.
As I've already mentioned, Harry Kane, he was knackered. I don't think Son did that well either. But
Yeah.
maybe they could have been substituted. But we'll wait and see what happens on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And because whatever about Man United, we got to beat that lot of from the East End.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, we don't like them, do we?
No, we don't like any team.
Well,
or any other team.
Well, there's degrees of these things. Like, we obviously don't like Arsenal.
Yeah.
And we certainly don't like Chelsea.
Yeah.
And West Ham would be not too far behind. It's just the only good thing about it is they're completely insignificant. It's not like they're competition. They're just a joke.
Yeah.
So, for those reasons, we really don't want to lose to West Ham.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, we'll sign off and we'll see you in the next one.